Hey, Berkeley residents, and thank you for joining us again for our latest city department updates during the COVID pandemic. Today, I have with me Erin Schluto, our Community Development Director. And I first want to say, how are you doing, Erin? How's the family? How is staff and everybody? I haven't seen you guys in a few days or a few weeks, so I just want to come and kind of check in.
Yeah, hi. It's good to see you in this capacity or any capacity at all. We're getting through, here at home with the family. They've got two young kids that are not in school and husband working from home, so we're trying to juggle that. City staff is doing well. They all have children that they're navigating, young and one that's supposed to be graduating high school. So we're all kind of navigating the working from home family aspect, but we're doing well. Thank you.
Good, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, kind of segueing off, per our latest announcement, we were, you know, kind of close to the public, still processing some things through the community development department, but, given the circumstances of the stay home, stay safe order from our governor, I kind of wanted to give an update to our residents and community members on, how are you guys functioning, and keeping us operational from a community development side?
Yeah, so our department is still able to remote in. We're all remote access compliant, so we're all working remotely from home. We do go into the office occasionally because we are accepting permits to be either mailed into City Hall or dropped in the secure drop box. So we want to make sure that we keep up to date with what's being submitted to City Hall. So we're still doing those, but on a very limited capacity and only on an alternating basis, so that we're not all in the building at the same time. But we are all working remotely. So if there are emails or questions or anything, we can all access those and deal with any questions, concerns that you may have. There is a limited capacity to what we were able to do in terms of issuing permits and inspections, given the nature of City Hall being closed. We're no longer issuing permits that are for any non-essential work, and we define that as projects that are not contingent upon the health or safety of a resident, an individual, or the structure itself. We are not doing any inspections or any code enforcement at this time. We hope to be doing those again in the future, obviously, but for the safety of our residents, the safety of our staff, and any of the contractors, this is the position we've taken.
No, and that's good to know, and it's at least helpful from anybody trying to reach out. They can at least know that their inquiries are being noted, and as soon as all of this is lifted, and then we're able to be fully operational again, we'll be, or you guys will be cracking down right to it and working through that stuff. So that's super helpful.
Yes, all the permits that are submitted or any applications for business licenses or even site plan review, those things, we're still going to move forward and do all of those reviews as if it's normal operations as much as we can. As I said, we're able to do all those things remotely. So that way, when everything goes back to normal, we have already gone through the review process and things don't take an additional 2 to 3 weeks after the executive order is lifted. So we're operating under the guise of certain things can continue administratively, and then really as soon as this is lifted, we can get back to work guns blazing. The code enforcement officer is monitoring his emails and taking stock or addressing the concerns that come to him, or if there are things that are a safety, health or safety concern, then he passes those over to public safety for them to address specifically.
Good, good. Well, that's awesome. As far as we kicked off this year with our master plan process and all of that stuff. And I know we briefly chatted prior to starting that you're working with our consulting firm on finding ways that we can still engage the community in regards to the master plan process. Could you kind of provide a little bit more details or share on that?
Yeah. So when we met with Carlisle Wortman at the beginning of the year, late last year, we had devised a very robust community engagement campaign in which we were going to go to a number of the advisory meetings, and we were going to go to the Berkeley High School, and we're going to go to Oxford Towers, and we're really going to engage some of the community members that don't necessarily come to a lot of the public meetings to make sure that their voice and their concerns and their wishes and desires were heard. Given the stay-at-home, stay-place executive order, those activities are no longer going to be able to move forward the way we had planned. So I've been in talks with Carla Wortman over the last week. We are, and this is unprecedented, so they're basically having to come up with an entirely new community engagement strategy for us that engages a entirely virtual platform that we can still engage with our residents, even though we are asking them to stay at home and stay healthy. So we are working on that, those types of initiatives, either through Zoom, Google, or Zoom Meets, similar to what we're doing right now. We might be able to do some additional stakeholder interviews. We've got some activities that we can engage some of the kids, because while we know that they're all staying up to date on their housework or their schoolwork, they might want to see how the government is continuing to move forward and planning for a future, because we will have a future. This isn't going to last forever, and we want to keep focusing on the good things that we can hope to achieve in the future.
Yeah, that's great. And, I'm glad that you touched on that point, for all of our residents watching us right now. This isn't forever. And, this is only a temporary thing, and we're going to stay strong and make sure that we stay operational, as well as, making sure that you guys are safe and healthy. And we're going to provide you guys as much information as possible. So I appreciate you bringing that up, Erin.
The only other thing I want to mention is we've had a lot of inquiries about the marijuana business applications. And I did mention before that we are still accepting those permits and applications through the mail or through Google Dropbox. That does not at all pertain to the marijuana applications. Those must be submitted in person. So at this time, we are not accepting any marijuana business license applications. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody with that assertion earlier. We will make notice when City Hall reopens, and we will publicize when those submission dates will be. At this time, we don't know. It's postponed until further notice. But please do not drop anything off at City Hall. Please do not come there. Don't call us. We will let you know when that submission application timeline will be up and going.
Yeah, that's good to know. And I'll make sure to keep up with that as well, just to kind of help with that. So that's a good anecdote to note. So, obviously I don't want to take up too much of your time. What is the best way for individuals or residents to reach out to you if they do have questions or, further inquiries for your department?
Sure. Yep. So if you go to the city website, it'll direct you to, if you're not sure who to email or who to talk to, building@berkleymish.net. That goes to myself, Kim Anderson, and Dana Bauer. They are the building department clerks. So if you're not really sure who to go to, you can send it to that email address. If you have something a little bit more specific to the master plan or the marijuana business license applications, you can send that directly to me. My email is eschluto@berkleymish.net, and that is also available on the website for correct spelling.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. We'll definitely be in touch soon, depending on how long this goes out, for, just any new updates that be coming out of your department. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was good to see you, and to all the Berkeley residents out there, stay safe. We're going to keep working for you, but stay home and stay healthy.
Yes. Well, to stay up to date with what's happening at the City of Berkeley, be sure to follow us on our website and all on our social media pages. That's where these will be shared. But I will keep you guys updated and talk to you soon. Have a good day.